our bodies are incredible in their abilities to adapt. So if you sit all day, your body's gonna tighten up. If you work out a lot, you're gonna get fit. If you take action on your goals all the time, your life is going to become whatever you want. That's why here on the 5 a.m. Squat Club, we get up before our kids to take action on their fitness in our lives. This morning, active recovery. We're gonna open up the hips and leave ourselves feeling way better for the rest of the week so we can keep taking action. But this is more than just a workout. We've got a full morning system for you to start your day on the right foot. First step, we're gonna prime our minds, call it choose our first thoughts of the day. Let's go. All right, so first step here on the 5 a.m. Squat Club morning routine is a squat. So what we're looking at here is get your feet underneath your hips, and if you find this uncomfortable and your heels want to lift and you feel like you're going to fall over backwards, go ahead and grab onto something, maybe a dog, maybe a dumbbell, and just hold it out in front. You can hold it on the ground, and that's going to keep you upright. While we're here, we are setting our breath and our intention. So the breath work is just a 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, 4-second exhale, 4-second hold. Just follow along while I go through what I call our mental reps. So first one is I am responsible, and it means I'm gonna take action. Nobody's life is mine, right? Nobody is gonna take action for me. Nobody cares about my goals like I do. I am responsible. If I want it, it's on me. Next is I will make time between stimulus and response. So when things aren't going right, can I take a moment and breathe as opposed to just giving snappy reactions which aren't going to serve me? Next is I have all I need to succeed today, and we'll focus on progress over perfection. And a lot of us, that's just a reframe, right? We think, I don't have the resources, I can't do the thing. Be more resourceful with what you have, and you'll recognize that any goal is realistic. Take those steps. Next is I will choose gratitude. And that just means that, like, in this process of pushing and driving and self-improvement, personal development, do I make sure that I see that there is positive, right? If we only look at the things that need work, that's all we see, and life can be a little tougher. So see the positive, see the good. That's it. Go, baby. All right, mindset primed. Let's move. Oh, look at that camera. Give me one moment. One moment. There we go, that should be fixed. All right, so we start every morning the same way. After we get up out of bed, nice and early, we start with getting down and getting up off the floor. Call it a burpee, call it the most effective way to get warmed up. 3, 2, 1, get yourself on the ground, and then you can walk yourself back up or hop, get yourself up off the floor, celebrate up overhead with a little clap. And now while we're going through here, first, if you're with us, drop a comment. What day is this for you with the 5 a.m. Squat Club? How many days you've been with us? How you feeling? And then think about, it's active recovery day. You know, this is the type of day that a lot of people oftentimes skip. Likely if you're with us regularly, you don't, because, you know, we've had a hard week of training, and this is what we're looking forward to at this point. We're looking forward to slowing it down a little bit, finding some space, finding some better positions so that we feel good enough to hit it hard the rest of the next week. But if you're one of those people that typically skips this, I think this is the tool. This day is what allows you to keep going. And keeping going is the key, right? If you are new here, our whole thing is consistency. Our whole mantra is, it doesn't need to be the best workout. It doesn't need to be the best hour of homework. Nothing needs to come in grand explosions of momentum, but it needs to be every day. Because the people that have the lives that you want, the skills that you want, the fitness that you want, the bodies that you want, have not gotten there overnight. They've taken consistent action, whether they've liked it or not, to create that life. So we are here every day to do that same thing. Build our physical capacity and our mindset, and whatever goals we have outside of fitness. Beauty. All right. So we are going We're going 20 minutes today. Hopefully I can do this properly. And all we're looking at, 5 different movements, 4 rounds, moving the body, not with crazy intensity, just to move. So, I'll give you a brief here. Where are we at? There it is. So 5 movements, 4 rounds. We're looking at mostly hanging out on the floor here. All you'll need is a pull-up bar. If you don't have one, you can use a beam in the basement, a tree branch, play structure, whatever. So the first one, we're looking at opening up the hips here. So you're gonna cross, you're gonna lay down on the floor, cross one leg across, and then shove the hips up hard. So you're squeezing the butt cheek of the leg that's driving, and you're trying to drop open that knee at the same time. I'm gonna talk about these as we go, so you're not gonna need too much explanation. Next one is one of our morning warm-up movements is our squat and twist. So you come into that paleo squat. If this is a lot, just hold on, hang out here for the full minute, grab a counterbalance if necessary. But if you can handle this, elbows inside the knees, and we're gonna reach, 3 or 4 seconds per rep over and over again. Next, our staple on active recovery day is dead hang. So with your pull-up bar, or your tree branch, or your play structure, or your beam in the basement, you can mess around with whatever grip you want, whatever duration you want. You can go double palms over, palms under, mixed grip, one arm, whatever you want. Hold for 20 seconds, 40 seconds, 50, up to you. From there, this one is the one that requires the most technique and understanding, is a deck squat. So what I'm gonna do, stand tall, get myself onto my back on the ground, and then stand back up. And most people, that's not gonna be accessible, depending on how flexible you are. So for a lot of us, I'm gonna give you 2 more options here. It's gonna look more like a rock. So you're gonna sit down, rock back, rock forward, and then stand. Use that momentum to get back up. But I think for a lot of us, if we're a little bit tight, we're gonna use some assistance. So you're gonna sit down, you might want assistance to sit down, so you might wanna put that hand down just to start that movement. Then you're gonna rock back, and then on the way up, you're gonna press into the floor with the hand and stand from there. I like to alternate hands, so that was the right. I'm gonna rock back, push off with the left, you can see my hand there, and then stand. You'll alternate hands that press off if you can't rock up without. And the last one's gonna be our Cossack Squat. So nice wide stance, and we're squatting over on one side and alternating. The goal here is to have the knee in line with the foot, full squat, meaning hip below the knee, and the other foot, doesn't matter what happens. If that's really challenging, you feel like you're gonna fall over backwards, hold on to a counterbalance, so hold a weight out in front, or you could do something like this where you hold a ring or a bed sheet or a band or something, and that's just going to help you stay upright without having to support all that weight on your own. So, morning Jody, Peter, hand raised, especially in the left at the bottom, is my kryptonite. Yes, let's work on it then. Let's go. That's a tough one. You'll notice, I think that's common, that you'll notice one side is harder than the other. So work more on the hard side if you want, because that's definitely a way to do it. All right, where is this thing? If you sit all day, your hips are tight. If you want to feel like a real human being, do this once a week. Open up the hips, regain function in those hips. Let's go, 20 minutes, let's get after it. All right, team, as I'm saying, 4 rounds, 5 movements, 20 minutes to leave you feeling a little more human, a little less balled up. So I'm gonna go over these movements briefly, but then we'll talk about them more as we go. So the first one is a hip opener. Think about just doing a glute bridge, but what we're gonna do is cross a leg across, so we're opening up this hip and the left at the same time. And what I'll do is maybe 5 seconds per pulse, 30 seconds per side, and switch. Movement number 2 is going to be our squat and twist. So this one may be a little tough depending on your flexibility, but this is the starting position. If this is uncomfortable in itself, hold on to a dumbbell or a dog or something in front and just stay there. Heels on the ground. If this is accessible, elbows come inside the knees, and we're going to alternate reaching an arm up to the ceiling, 1 full breath cycle per arm. Movement number 3 is just a dead hang. You're going to get on your pull-up bar or your basement beam or your play structure, your tree, and we're just going to hang. You could even support with your feet on the ground if you want to get that shoulder opener and chest opener without supporting all that weight. Movement number 4, this is the one that will require the most scaling, and I'll show 3 different options here. 1, sit down, lay down, well, sit up, stand up. That was not smooth. Option 2 is a rock, so you're going to sit down, rock back onto your back, rock forwards, and then stand. And then option 3 is going to be a slightly assisted version. Sit down, you can put the hand on the floor, lay down, rock back forward, press off, and stand, and alternate the hand that presses off the floor. Movement number 5 is our Cossack Squat. So nice wide stance, and we're squatting down, hip below the knee, hip below the knee, knee stays in line with the foot. If that is not accessible, do it with a weight in front or hold on to something like a band or a strap or a bed sheet, and you can do your Cossack squats supported like that. So we are going 20 minutes, 4 rounds, 5 movements. Let's give her a go. We'll get our tunes on here. All right, let's do it. 10 seconds, we'll walk through it as we go, we'll improve as we go. Movement number 1 is our cross-legged glute bridge. We're going 30 seconds per side, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Maple. So I've got my leg crossed over, back is on the ground, pushing the hips up to the ceiling. So currently my left foot is on the floor, and I'm pushing into that left foot, squeezing the left butt cheek to push the hips up to the ceiling, excuse me, and letting that other knee, the right knee in this case, drop down as I push the hips up. I'm gonna switch at 30, 35. You're gonna notice potentially that one side is tighter than the other. On subsequent rounds, feel free to spend more time on the tight side. Remember, we're slowing her down today, finding a little bit of space, a little bit of opening through the legs and hips. We're going to our squat and twist here. And 5. Remember, if this is tight, grab yourself a counterbalance, grab yourself a weight, and otherwise, elbows inside, reach up to the ceiling, take a full breath. You can hear some cracking and popping in my spine. Switch sides. Try to reach a little further each time. Opening up that, that upper back. This one is a necessary one. If we sit at a desk, our chest tends to hunch over if we're looking down. Head comes forward, upper back rounds forward. And this here is a great opener for the upper back, shoulders, as is the hang that we are doing next in 10. All right. Over to the pull-up bar. 3, 2, 1, and hang. Remembering we've got 4 rounds here, so if you want to do a different grip for each hang each round, that's fine. Just focus on slowing down the breathing and relaxing the shoulders. I don't want to be tense and active here. I want to just dangle. Just nice and relaxed shoulders and just hanging. Nice easy breathing. That's 30. A little crunchy in there, no big deal. You can do some twists, do some side to side, stretch out the lats and the serratus obliques. 10 seconds. We're going back to our, I don't remember which one it is. 3, 2, 1, deck squat. All right. So once again, if you need to press up off the floor with the hand, do so. Otherwise, lay down, stand up. So I know this is not necessarily a hip opener, but it is forcing hip mobility, hip opening, and closing. Ooh, my tailbone. I may double this one up for this. 30 seconds. We're going to our Cossack squats to finish up the first round. What did I just hit there? Floor? Let me know if you're watching along here. How are these deck squats? Are they pretty easy for you? Or are they extremely hard? All right, Cossack, 3, 2, 1. So you can see here the opposite foot. I'm just sitting on the heel, toes are up. Try to keep the torso upright, making sure that that heel on the squatting side stays planted. Knee is in line with that foot. You couldn't see it because the dog is in the way. You can see heels down, and we're switching. So you notice here, if I hold on to something out in front like this dog, makes it far easier to stay upright. If I let go, I want to fall backwards. So not a bad idea to hold on to a strap, a rope, a band, a dog. As long as the dog is pulling away, keep that heel on the floor. Okay, that's the most challenging part, is keeping that heel pressed down. 10 seconds, going around 2. Back to our cross-legged glute bridge. Still got him shouting, nice. And go ahead. So we're back to the glute bridge. You could just do regular glute bridges if you'd like, or the old cross-legged. So we're opening up this one, strengthening this one. Push up as high as you can. Switch at 30. If you're tight in the hips, you could do this all day, and it would be absolutely beneficial. I don't sit all day, but the hips do tighten up, so this is a fantastic one to open them up. 20 seconds left. Once again, you can hold up the whole time or come down and up throughout. Next is our squat and twist. In 5, 3, 2, 1. So back to that passive squat, feet underneath the hips, heels on the ground. Once again, hold on to something if you feel like you're gonna fall over. Otherwise, we're twisting. My goal here is to get the arm perpendicular to the floor. Whether I'm getting there or not, that's what I'm working for. Trying to pull up a little further each time. You might get a little cracking and popping, or maybe that's just me. Full breath. There's the crack. 15 seconds, we're going to our hang. 5, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go underhand here. Ooh, there we go, chin up grip. Once again, you're just focusing on slowing down the breathing. That's 10. Go nice and easy, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just breathe. Like this side to side really feels like it opens up everything along the side of the body. Pulls on the lat, pulls on the obliques. That's 40. Come down when you need. We've got our deck squats next. That's 50. Nope. Off. And we're going deck squats in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Maple, stop. Oh. Our old man body. Yeah. The sounds of cracking. You got it. Cracking isn't always bad though, right? Sometimes that crack means we're getting in a better spot. We're opening up. 30 seconds. Once again, if you need assistance on this, press into the floor with the hand on the way up, or even on the way down if you feel like coming from the squat to the floor is gonna be a crash landing. 20 seconds. I think the most challenging option is to go slow, to stop, and then stand. That wasn't perfect. All right, coming to Cossack. 3, 2, 1. Stop, Mabel. Focusing on keeping that squatting heel down and the knees in line with the feet. These are getting better, team. Ooh, that was a cranky pull. "30 seconds, then we got 2 more rounds. We're halfway. Keep that heel planted. Try to get that full range of motion. Hip below the knee. 20 seconds. 10. All right, we're going back to our cross-legged glute bridge. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, cross over and shove those hips up. You could try the full 30 seconds here with the hips up. Just keep poking yourself in the butt, checking, is it firm? Am I still doing it? Is it as high as I can go? That'll warm you up. 3, 2, switch. Push into the floor hard with that foot. Push the hips up to the ceiling. Let the other knee drop. 40. Keep pushing up hard. With that checklist, you poke yourself once again. 10 seconds, we're going to our squat twist. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to the twist. So into that passive squat. Hold on to a counterbalance if you need. Keep working. Ideally, every round gets a little bit easier, a little bit looser, not easier, a little bit looser, and you're able to get into better positions, further extent of the position. That's why we do multiple rounds, 30 seconds. Keep breathing. Keep those heels on the floor. 20 seconds, we're going to our hang. 10 seconds to the pull-up bar. 2, 1, go ahead. Slow down that breathing. I used to do a lot of this single arm hang, but have not been doing it. You can go double, switch up that grip however you please. You can go close grip, you can go wide grip. That's 30. Keep breathing nice and easy. 40. Nice and easy. 10 seconds. Come back to our deck squat. 3, 2, 1. Holy Maple, we're excited, hey? And the faster you come back forwards here, the easier it is to get back up. Once again, my tailbone is not liking that. You know, 30 seconds. One left. Cossack is next, and then one more round, team. This will be the end of our third round after the Cossack squats. 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. Second last set of Cossack squats. Nice wide stance. Keep that heel on the floor. Try to keep the chest up. I think that's the challenge for me, is the chest up. Morning, Tasharia. Good active recovery this morning. Keep it up. This is what's going to leave you feeling good for the rest of the week. Able to push the pace a little more, but also leave your hips feeling a little more human, especially if you sit at a desk in a chair. "15 seconds. Starting up our last round. Back to the glute bridge in 5. All right, last round, team. Go ahead and cross over that leg. Shove the hips up. Hang out there. You could pulse or just stay up there. You're a doggy dog. Yes, you are. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's not helping. That's not helping, dog. Stop. You're a crazy pooch. You're a crazy pooch. 30. Go ahead and switch. I know you love that, don't you? You love that cuddling. 20 seconds left. Keep it up. Shove the hips up high. And then we got our squat and twist next. In 10. Oh, that feels good. 5, 3, 2, 1. Back to our squat. All right. Once again, you could just hang out here or back to the twist. Maybe. Keep reaching. Try to keep increasing that range of motion. 30 seconds. Pop, pop, crack, crack, crack. 15. And then we're back on our hang. Deck squats, Cossacks, and that's it. All right, back on your hang. 3, 2, 1. Last one. A little wide here. Nice, easy breathing. Focus on letting those shoulders relax, having the chest through, in line with the body. Nice and easy. Go in the nose, out the mouth. What you got there, dog? No. No, drop it. 30 seconds. Maple, no. Your dog is not chewing shoes. Maple, no. Drop it. 20 seconds left. That's 40. Deck squats and Cossacks left. 10 seconds. Stuck. And deck squat. 2, 1, go. My butt. It's 20 seconds. No, stop it. No, leave it. 30 seconds. That's hard with the dog. Mabel, no. Almost there. Just our Cossack squats coming in 15 seconds. Couple more deck squats. Let's go. Last set of Cossack squats, teams. 3, 2, 1. Hey. This is definitely much easier with a dog. Gonna hold on to it in front. Have something to reach out to. Keep it up. We're almost done there. Ooh, that's a weird feeling. 30. $20 seconds left. 10. 3, 2, 1, and that's that. Great work. Oh, still going, look at that. Remember, this is just take it down once a week. Our goal is to be consistent every single day with our fitness and with our goals. And if we beat ourselves up every day, that's not gonna happen. So once a week, we slow it down, take an active recovery session, open up the hips, open up the shoulders, loosen the body a little bit so we can hit it hard. If you like this, hit that thumbs up button and join us tomorrow. All right, tell me about it. That's so weird. We're gonna cool down here a little bit. We're gonna watch a couple clips from the farm. And then we might do a little bit of extra members only shoulder work afterwards. All right, so what we're gonna do here, sit on the shins, and realistically, we're just gonna lay her down. We're gonna just go child's pose, just nice and easy. Just lay it down. Nice, that was amazing, awesome. Thank you, B-Boy Solo Adventurer. Jody, back to bed. Nah, come on now. All right, so we're just briefly gonna talk here about sitting. You talk about how, realistically that you'll adapt to anything. So if you spend a lot of time in any position, be it sitting or standing or anything, your body's gonna adapt and it's gonna get used to that and it's gonna get better and better at it. And even more specifically, as we sit, we close up the hip flexor, right? The muscle that runs, call it from the top of the leg into the spine, it closes our hip. As that gets tighter and tighter, it pulls on our low back, on our spine, and we get back pain. So if you're not opening up the hips, if you're not taking that seriously, then there will come a time when those hips get pretty tight and potentially uncomfortable. But the point of this is not about mobility. As I keep saying, it's about consistency. It's about being here every day, taking action on our fitness and our goals, and making sure that we take a session like this, because you could skip this one. You could look at this and, well, this is boring. I'm not gaining a lot of fitness here. But this is the type of session that allows you to maintain consistency and allows you to maintain your fitness results and keep moving forwards with it. So, as soon as warmed up, it's fixing his self. I think the right hip, left shoulder immobility is just before warming up level issue. Yeah, if it warms up and it loosens up, then it means it's probably not that bad, but it still means that it needs work, that it still needs to be balanced out for sure. So let's take a quick minute here, talk about homework, right? This is that step that you build the rest of your life, right? The fitness and the action is the precursor. It's the step that allows you to take action on your homework and be effective, right? Your mind is clear, your body is ready and calm, and this is the time that you're gonna be best or most effective, most efficient at actually taking action. So sit down after you've defined your goals. If you haven't defined your goals yet, that's step one, but then put in an hour. Take an hour, do the work, and those hours add up over time to whatever you want. So we're gonna watch a couple clips here, and we'll do that. So this was just a quick update on my cannabis garden, which had not been doing fantastic for the first little bit. They had a lot of transplant shock. We've had a few thunderstorms and things have greened up. So they got a nice prune yesterday. And whether you're into that or not is not the point. I'm gonna show you a few more clips here. The point is that you can do whatever you want, right? You can build whatever life you want. Take action on whatever dreams you have. This was the evening chicken move. The meat birds are big enough and disgusting enough now that they are getting moved twice a day, getting fed, watered, and moved onto new grass twice a day just because they poop a lot more now that they're bigger. And, I'll mention this. We've got a team that come over and butcher our chickens, and they always say that our chickens are the cleanest chickens that they ever find. And we're not the only ones that raise our birds outside either, but he'll find other birds that are raised outside that are just coated in shit, right? Because they lay in it. But because we move our birds so often, they're clean, they're healthy, they're not covered in their own shit. So better food for our family, all that kind of stuff. Here are the nice sled pull, yeah. It is a heavy sled pull. And here are the birds. As you can see, they are chunking up pretty well. We've got, they're going to be processed under 2 weeks. I think it's the 16th that they're booked for, so I'll have some clips on that day of chicken butchering. I don't know what else I got in terms of videos here, but all of this, right, the point of all of this is just, here's a hen with some sheep. The sheep are nice and close to the hens right now, and this lady, I don't know what she's looking for, but she's out, hanging out with the crew. But as I'm saying, the point of these videos is just to say that life is short. And if you don't take action on the goals that you have, they're not going to happen. I didn't start as a farmer. I didn't have any plans to be a farmer when I started out. And here we are because this is a decision we made and then we took action, right? I continue to take action every day. So if you want to be a farmer, if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to be a writer, a actor, a race car driver, whatever it is, take action. Do some work on it every single day, and you will develop the skills to become that person. It's as simple as that. Jody, no wheels on that cage. No, it's all friction. Anything that lifts it up off the ground is no good because critters can get underneath and eat them and whatnot. All right, team. So that is another Sunday, another active recovery day. Give yourself a pat on the back because a lot of people are skipping this, right? A lot of people are saying, oh, well, I'll just take a day off and then do the workout tomorrow. Taking a day off is the second best. But this is ideal where you actually take time to open up the body and allow it to be in better positions as opposed to just resting, which probably will allow you to stiffen up some more. So awesome job. And I love you guys. I appreciate that you guys join us and hang out. Wake surfing for the first time. Oh, that sounds awesome. Awesome. And on that note, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and know that we are here tomorrow for some intensity. So hopefully the bodies are feeling great and we've loosened things up and we're ready to hit it hard tomorrow. So hit that thumbs up button. Join the community if you want to support this channel. I love you guys all. Jody, Jason, Ryan, Yaroslav, Chris, Adam, Rose, Shirley, and Tim, the newest one. I love you guys. Oh, and a gift from B-Boy. Thank you very much. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. Love you guys. Have a fantastic day.